that we got your attention. Let the games begin. Game cartridges assembling.
Greetings. Game loading. Mind your fingers. Keep working, you rust buckets. Uh-oh. I don't understand. Every day it seems to be the same problem. Think! Tank!
Ahoy, me land jamming friends! This here's Captain Bob with a different kind of cool running. I can't get back to my beautiful home in Jamaica cause I'm stuck in this tank. No worries, man. I got me Rasta sub and me dreads swinging to the music. Look at this.
Can you help Captain Bob? He's jamming in his soul.
Okay, here's the deal. Now I'm gonna show you three things. And you got to tell me what they all got in common. But you got to do it before the water runs out of my tank. Let's go, gang. We got to get jamming.
Use your eyes, use your brain before his crews go down the drain.
Like I said, we got three things. We got an old open soda, a pancake, and a bad singer. What do they all have in common?
Shoot, hoop,
Quick, the level's dropping.
shoot, hoop,
An old open soda,
shoot, hoop,
a pancake,
shoot, hoop.
and a bad singer. We're almost at the bottom, man. Do you see it now? They're all things that are flat. An old soda be flat, a pancake be flat, but you got to flip it right. And a singer that's bad, he be real flat, man. Now this is fun. Next clue.
Before all Bob hits the bottom, find what these three got in common.
What's this now? We got a newspaper, an office building, and a book of fairy tales. Can you figure out what ties them all together? Think hard. The watcher's already running away. Come on, people. You got a newspaper, an office building, and a book of fairy tales. Hurry. That train be clogging. Time's up, man. They're all things that got stories. A newspaper's got news stories. An office building is lots of stories high. And a book of fairy tales is full of children's stories. Well, that's it for today. Join me and me take next time for another round.
We have Captain Bob, now he's jamming in his soul.
Work. Game time in 10 seconds. Poop or scoop?
Ladies and gentlemen, hey, I'm talking here. That's better. All right, it's time once again to play Poop or Scoop. Can you tell the straight scoop true from the animal poop false? Test your knowledge of the animal kingdom by separating fact from fiction. Let's start simple. Okay, Poop or Scoop. You can smell a skunk spray from a mile away. Do you believe that? If you think you can smell a skunk from a mile away, go scoop. If you smell a rat, go poop. And the answer is, it's the straight scoop. When threatened, the skunk can squirt its stinky spray more than 15 feet, but the smell travels for a mile in every direction. Okay, here comes the next one. You've heard of flying fish and flying squirrels, but what about flying snakes? Poop or scoop? Some snakes can fly. If you think that's the truth, go scoop. If not, go poop. But close the door first. And the answer is the straight scoop. Flying snakes climb trees and launch themselves into the air in search of food. Once airborne, the snakes flatten out their bodies and make a rapid series of S-shapes to get as much lift as possible. Remember, gang, you gotta spin it to win it. So, poop or scoop? A rat's teeth grow 5 inches a year. If you think that's the tooth and nothing but the tooth, vote scoop. If not, vote poop. Guess what, gang? It's the straight scoop. Rats' teeth grow all the time, about 5 inches a year. But rats wear them down just as fast by gnawing on things. That's why their teeth don't look like they grow at all. Get ready for another one. Poop or scoop? Ostriches really do bury their heads in the sand. If you agree, vote scoop. If you disagree, vote poop. Do ostriches really bury their heads in the sand? Not easy, is it? The answer is animal poop. Yes, sirree, pure poop. When ostriches sense danger, they tuck in their heads and necks, raise their tails, and fluff out their feathers. It makes them look like bushes on tall stems, so it gives the impression that they've buried their heads in the ground. Well, kids, that's all we got for you today. If you got only one right, you're a party pooper. 2, and you're a pooper scooper. 3 makes you a super pooper scooper. If you got all 4 questions, you're what else? A super duper pooper scooper. I'm telling you, you can't get this kind of entertainment just anywhere. So please, join us again next time for Poop or Scoop.
Next game coming up. Finish.
Game cartridge loading. Check.
Next game up. Distraction news.
And now, Distraction News with your anchor person, Dora Smarmy.
Good evening. I'm Doris Marmee, and welcome to Distraction News, where we give you the news and then ask you 5 questions about what we've just reported. So make sure you're not distracted. And now our top story today, and it's a scorcher, the thermometer. The word thermometer is from the Greek thermo, meaning heat, and meter, meaning measure. There are many types of thermometers, but we will concentrate on the common household type, the liquid thermometer, which is a type of thermal expansion thermometer. The element mercury is sealed inside a tube or glass with a temperature scale marked on the glass. Since mercury is a pure element and is liquid at room temperature, it's the substance most widely used for thermal expansion thermometers. When it's heated, it expands or gets bigger. When chilled, it contracts or gets smaller. Today, you might see or have other kinds of thermometers in your home. An IR, or infrared thermometer, has an electronic sensor that measures infrared or heat waves. When placed in your ear, it measures body temperature by reading the infrared rays coming off a person's eardrum. However, the old-fashioned liquid thermometer, a type of thermal expansion thermometer, will be around for a long time. They're simple, inexpensive, long-lasting, and very useful for everyday needs. That is, versus other kinds more useful in industry or in extreme temperatures. Brrr, a pretty chilling story, huh? Well, now that you have a distracting number of facts, let's just see how well you were able to concentrate. Here goes. The word thermometer in Greek means glass thing you put in your mouth, Mommy, I can't go to school, I'm sick, or heat and measure. The answer is heat and measure. What element is used in thermometers? Mercury, Pluto, or Mars? The answer is Mercury. When mercury is heated, it does what? sweats, turn on the air conditioning, or expands? The answer is expands. When mercury is chilled, it puts on a faux fur coat, contracts, or its teeth chatter. The answer is it contracts. And lastly, the ear thermometer measures temperatures how? Sound waves, earwax buildup, or infrared rays? The answer is infrared rays. So, how did you do? As for me, I don't feel so good. Maybe I'm coming down with something. Well, I guess that's all the time we have for today, but remember, don't ever let anything distract you from watching Distraction News. So long. Is it hot in here or is it just me? I feel a little feverish. Where's that thermometer?
This has been Distraction News with your favorite cardboard cutout anchor person, Dora Smarmy.
Who's got the next game? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
It's time to play 10 seconds, where you've got to read between the lines and think up the answers before time runs out. So now you know how to play. You're on your own. You got 10 seconds. I'm getting dizzy. The answer is turning point. Ooh, next one. The answer is out on a limb. What's next? It's not such a big deal. It's making a mountain out of a molehill. You got 10 more seconds to get the next one. The answer is throwing caution to the wind. What's next? I'm feeling kind of punchy. Did you get it? It's shadow boxing. Well, that's it for now. So keep your feet on the ground and your head in the clouds until it's once more time to play 10 seconds.
Plug in the wall for the power from the socket. You got to get ready, cause it's me, Professor Rocket! Are you ready? Well, get ready, cause I'm gonna blow your mind with Psychomath! Professor Rocket just lost a few brain cells and forgot what he was going to say. Oh, I remember. Here's how Psychomath works. I'll show you a math problem, but instead of numbers, I will show you some pictures. Now here is where you come in. You figure out what numbers the pictures stand for, and then solve the problem. All right, now, let's do some Psychomath. What is the number name for the game Blackjack? A winner every time. Then add it to the number in the phrase Two's Company, but blank is a crowd. Then divide it by how many primary colors there are. No hint. Everybody should know this one. Now, you got the answer? You take the 21 for the game of blackjack. Added to 3 is crowd. Divided by the 3 primary colors. And the answer is 8. 8. How you like me now? Listen up, because here comes the next one. The number of sides of a hexagon. No, not hex be gone. Hexagon. Plus the number of eyes in a needle. No, it can't see you. Then take away the number of mice in the nursery rhyme. Blank, blind mice. Yes, that is right. He can't see you either. Now, what does it equal? Okay, a hexagon has 6 sides. Plus 1 eye of the needle. Minus 3 blind mice. And the answer is 4. 4. I couldn't ask for more. Okay, last one. Because Professor Rocket has to go home and plant a tree. Geometry. Get it? Move on. Take the number of days in February during leap year. Yes, children, it is a hard one. It can't all be easy. Subtract the number of biblical commandments. Holy Moses! Plus the number of letters in the word 8. Count the letters, not the number. Okay then, let's see what it equals. There are 29 days in a leap year in February. Minus the 10 commandments. Plus the 5 letters in the word 8. And the answer is 24. 24. He shoots, he scores. And so have you. Psycho Man. Professor Rock is out.
Game cartridge loading. Check.
Like totally, Paige and Sage.
Hey guys, check it out. Here's Paige and Sage. They're like identical twins, and they even look alike. Anyway, even though they like totally look alike, if you totally scoot up to the screen real close, you'll see 10 differences on each side of the picture. Today we're at the beach. Think you can find the differences? Awesome. You got 60 seconds.
So clueless. Whatever. 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 Oh my God.
That's the way.
Police. What? Oh my God. Like for sure. Wake up.
Time's up. Are they majorly on the right or what? How many differences did you find? Okay, because I'm your BF, I'll give you the answers. Now, first of all, their beach towels are totally different, and so are their brutally hot bikinis. And then there's the beach bags, umbrellas, hats, and beach chairs. Sage has a radio on her lap, and Paige has a boombox. Check out their sunglasses, and did you notice the different beach balls and major sand sculpture thingies? Wow, that was truly righteous. Uh-oh, there goes that hunk and a half lifeguard. So, got a bell. Later.
Who's got the next game? Next game coming up. Greetings. Next game
Oh, it's you. Well, they said you'd be coming. How are you? My name's McCracken. Lens McCracken. Ace Photo Snoop. I photograph crime scenes. It's my gift. Some say it's my curse. Some others curse my gift. You see, I take the pictures. Then, with deductive powers far beyond those of mortal man, I use those same pictures to solve the crime. Sounds easy? For me, maybe. If you think it's so easy, maybe you can help me figure out the caper I'm working on right now. The mayor's wife had disappeared. I call it the case of the mayor's missing wife case. Look at these 3 photos. They should bring the whole mystery into focus. Here's my first clue. It's twisted, but I'll use it in a crunch. Bad hair transplant? No, but a hairy clue nevertheless. This clue is much more palatable. Yep, now it's all clear. I have no idea what it is. Well, I guess now all you amateur sleuths have figured it out, right? Yeah, neither have I. But ignorance has never stopped Lens McCracken. Let's try my trusty darkroom computer, the Solutionator. So, here's the first close-up. Did you figure it out? It's a bowl of pretzels. Even more suspicious, they got salt on them. When have you ever seen pretzels with salt on them? Yeah, all the time. Now let's check out these stick things. It's pretty obvious that the culprit had a brush with the law, because the next clue is a hairbrush. And now the coup de grace. These colored balloon things are jelly beans. Well, the solution to this crime is so transparent, we looked right through it. At the mayor's party, a bald guy who had no use for the hairbrush discarded it in such a way as to cause him to trip head first into the middle of the jelly beans, leaving a sticky candy-covered residue on his head. So that when he slid into the bowl of pretzels, which adhered to his head in such a manner as to give him the appearance of having a full head of hair, thereby making him irresistible, it caused the mayor's wife to run off with him. Viola, another crime solved. So, it's not as easy as you think, unless you're Lens McCracken, Photo Snoop.
It's time for Crashbox Rewind, where we flash back through the show and remind you how smart you really are.
There are 29 days in a leap year February, minus the 10 commandments, plus the 5 letters in the word 8. And the answer is 24. 24.
An IR, or infrared thermometer, has an electronic sensor that measures infrared or heat waves. When placed in your ear, it measures body temperature by reading the infrared rays coming off a person's eardrum.
Flying snakes climb trees and launch themselves into the air in search of food. Once airborne, the snakes flatten out their bodies and make a rapid series of S-shapes to get as much lift as possible.
Well, that's it for now. See you next time.